No, I drove in well, you got to lift to make the corners, Bob. You know, you can't hold it wide open around Phoenix, and maybe he should take a look and realize he can't do that too. He drove straight in the back of me, and he's man enough to own up to that.
Hey there, NASCAR fans. Today we're diving deep into the action-packed NASCAR Cup Series race at Phoenix Raceway. From Christopher Bell's stellar victory to drivers like Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano's disappointments, there's plenty to unpack from this thrilling event. While Bell claimed his 7th Cup Series career win with a resounding Phoenix victory, it was an outright domination of the Toyotas too. So, buckle up fans for an adrenaline-filled ride. Before we dive deep, subscribe to the channel. The desert heat wasn't the only thing sizzling at Phoenix Raceway, as Christopher Bell and his Toyota Camry XSE lit up the track. Bell's dominant performance showcased Toyota's prowess, leading 298 of 312 laps and clinching a well-deserved victory. The victory was Bell's first at Phoenix and the 7th of his career. Now, let's hear from the man himself, Christopher Bell, on his momentous win and what it means for the rest of the season.
Well, Christopher Bell, an absolutely dominant performance at the end of this race. How does this one feel?
Oh man, this one feels really good, and just a credit to Adam, man. Adam, White Knight William, my engineers, my crew chief, and all the mechanics on this thing. You don't get cars like that very often, as you know. Proud to be on this 20 car. You know, this Ream Camry was amazing today, and I feel like we have capability of running races like this a lot. Hopefully this is the first of many this year.
Christopher Bell wins at Phoenix.
But this win wasn't just about crossing the finish line first. It marked a significant moment for Toyota racing development, signaling a resurgence at a track historically challenging for the manufacturer. The Camry XSE shined in the debut of the latest short track package, with Toyota drivers leading 298 of 312 laps around the 1 mile oval. And for as strong as Bell was, his 50 laps led were just 5th most of the 6 different leaders, trailing Denny Hamlin, 68 laps led, Tyler Reddick, 68, Ty Gibbs, 57, and Martin Truex Jr., 55. But ahead of Ford's Todd Gilliland, who led the 14 laps that Toyota didn't. For Toyota, this was a momentous win, said David Wilson, president of Toyota Racing Development USA. And while some drivers had difficulty in dirty air, Bell's number 20. Camry had no trouble passing cars, coming from 20th on a restart on lap 221 to claim the lead and beat Ford driver and runner-up Chris Buescher to the finish line by a distant 5.465 seconds. Bell's victory wasn't just a standalone success, it underscored Toyota's resurgence at Phoenix Raceway. With drivers like Bell, Hamlin, and Ty Gibbs leading the charge, Toyota's dominance was undeniable, leading all but 14 laps of the race. This collective effort solidified Toyota's position as a force to be reckoned with as the season unfolds. While Bell and Toyota had a lot to celebrate, there were a few drivers who were aiming high but had to face harsh disappointments. Kyle Busch kicked off the 2024 season with a podium for Richard Childress Racing at Atlanta. All eyes were on the number 8 Camaro ZL1 and how it would continue to perform as NASCAR moved away from the super speedways and to the short tracks. With that said, it seems like Busch's luck at short tracks just couldn't get worse, as the Richard Childress Racing star was spinning on an already miserable day at the Phoenix Raceway in Arizona. On lap 197 of 312, Kyle Busch, who was already a lap down in 25th, had his day made even worse when it looked like the number 8 Chevrolet stepped out on the RCR driver. Trying to save his car from spinning out, Busch tried to correct his wheel to the right, ultimately bumping into a car and entering a spin that sent him hurtling toward the inner wall. Busch was already having a dismal day in Phoenix after the number 8 had some major pit crew changes made owing to last race's disaster.
And we're going to have one.
Try to get it rolling here when you can. Leader start finish line.
Kyle Busch around. Yeah, this has been a bad day for Kyle Busch.
It's really been a bad weekend. Really, from the time they unloaded this number 8 car has not performed like he wanted to. We've heard him complaining a lot on the radio, and
he was 25th, 1 lap down.
Oh, you see him right there in the middle of the racetrack. Just starts to come around on him. Got it caught up, had to correct it. Got up in the car on the outside of him. I mean, it's just a handful of a race car.
Single car spin for Kyle Busch. puts us under caution for the 4th time.
After Busch's incident, a lap 204 crash sidelined 3-time Phoenix winner Joey Logano early from the race at Phoenix Raceway. Logano was running outside the top 20 when contact from John Hunter Nemechek's number 42, Toyota sent his number 22 Team Penske Ford into the outside retaining wall. The cars of teammates Corey LaJoie and Carson Hocevar, plus rookies Derek Kraus and Josh Berry, were also collected in the stack-up.
And around goes Logano.
All right, get it rolling straight here.
And another former champ having a bad day in Phoenix. Logano was in the free pass position with Derek Kraus involved and Corey LaJoie, who had just gotten the free pass.
Logano exited after completing 203 of a scheduled 312 laps. Nemechek said on his radio that he didn't mean to get into Logano and felt the number 22 Ford slowed early upon entry to turn 1, to which Logano disagreed.
I think I just got hit from, obviously I just got hit from behind. Just overdrove the corner behind me. And shame, we weren't running good at all anyways, but it doesn't make it any better, but fighting for lucky dogs. Which get back there and everyone's racing not real good and we got caught up in one. No, I drove in you got to lift to make the corners, Bob. You know, you can't hold it wide open around Phoenix, and maybe he should take a look and realize he can't do that too. He drove straight in the back of me, and he's man enough to own up to that.
Moving on to Joe Gibbs Racing driver Denny Hamlin, whose aspiration to win at Phoenix Raceway also took a big blow after he spun into turn 1, coming off the restart. The only saving grace for Denny Hamlin was that, despite his spin, he was able to make a clean stop without causing a wreck. Brad Keselowski was the lucky one who narrowly missed out on making contact with the number 11 JGR car. Carrying on the momentum from the qualifying rounds to the main race, Hamlin, with his number 11 car, was a man on a mission in search of his first win. The Toyotas were dominant throughout the day and were quicker in comparison to the Fords and Chevys. However, streaks of restarts after the Stage 2 break seemed to have offset Hamlin's focus and thus allowed the mistakes to creep in. In his bid to defend his leading position from the likes of Tyler Reddick and William Byron, the veteran driver stretched his run and spun off the racetrack.
Oh, we got one around.
Denny Hamlin. Single car spin. Nobody gets into him, but yellow fever continues at lap 215. Racing for the lead. Denny Hamlin goes around.
Gets a little bit loose, comes up the racetrack, had to catch it, getting to the door of Reddick, and away it came. Round it came. Wow, did not see that coming.
As we look at this one more time, those guys that just pitted, if they were close on fuel and felt like they were in a position to make it to the end, now you're gonna have all these guys up front that have to pit, and it's gonna flop the field, Clint.
Speaking after the race, Hamlin explained the struggle of coming back off the pack after his wreck.
Yeah, we're better. Certainly the result didn't show it, but thought that our car was definitely better than what we've had here in the past. We just gotta fine-tune it, work on it a little bit, and see if we can't make it better. Yeah, I mean, I thought we were a top 3 car, obviously, but you know, there was always someone a little bit faster than us at times of the race. So, yeah, it's not too disappointing because we didn't run bad. So, you know, today was about learning. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult for sure. The car's put off a big wake, and you know, but that's just part of it. And you know, certainly think that you know, if you had a good car, you could make ground.
Despite the setback, Hamlin showcased his resilience, clawing his way back to an impressive 11th T8 place finish. From Bell's triumph to Hamlin's resilience, the NASCAR Cup Series race at Phoenix Raceway delivered thrills, spills, and plenty of excitement. As the season progresses, all eyes will be on Toyota and its drivers as they continue to chase victory and championship glory. What are your views on it? Do share in the comments. For more exciting race updates, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep the conversation going on. Lucky Dog on Track.